exemption from paying taxes, freedom from duty or penalty, special privilege. See also exemption, judicial immunity, legislative immunity, parent-child immunity, privileged sovereign immunity. So these are things you gotta pay attention to. So they got a governmental tort immunity, immunity from prosecution, and spousal immunity, and property law. So these are certain things you got to pay attention to. Like I said, page 676, you can do more detailed research. Like I said, these are certain terms I wanted to kind of identify today and kind of give you an eye opener on what's really going on. Because really what your real life, what you should be thinking about is really living as a sentient being in a theocratic type government. That's what we're really, when you think about it, theocratic. And what I mean by theocratic, that means basically you have allegiance to God, your creator, period. No one else, no man-made laws has governed you. Like I said, you make your own private law. You are your private law. You are the law. So you make the law. Don't take me wrong. I mean, there's principles that you shouldn't kill, steal, or destroy somebody else's property or somebody else. That's understanding. You have that by nature. You should know that by nature, period. So why would we need pieces of paper telling us what we need to be doing as far as governing laws that we already know in general? It's by nature. You know it by nature, in your head, in your mind, in your soul. You know that by nature. You don't need nobody. You don't need no 10 commandments. We don't even need the Mayat. The Kemetic, it wasn't needed because all naturally you had it. You see what I'm saying? It all naturally inside of you, not to steal, kill, and destroy your own people or your fellow man or your fellow woman, period. So these are things we got to start really paying attention to. Like I said, I just wanted to break down some of them terms, give you a little eye opener. This is My Sovereign World, and you can always reach us at My Sovereign World Network blog. We also have My Sovereign World at Social Goal, so you can find us up. Just click us up in there, and as well as other different references. Don't Give Up Your House.com. We do some techie stuff too as well. So we definitely for all you savvy techie people out there who's messing with all this technology and whatnot, we do advocate technoenthusiast.com, or Seattle's premier network. And we definitely Josh and myself hosts that podcast, and we're just informing you on technology, how technology works in your life, in your personal life, in your fitness life, in your health, in every dynamic you can think of, from software to applications on your cell phones to how it works in your life, period. So these are things we address. And like I said, this is My Sovereign World, where we're here to help you. We're here to educate. We're here to inform you, We're here to give you insight on what's really keeping it real, because we're here to empower you, because it is about you. It's about you being a sentient being. It's not black, it's not white, it's not yellow, it's not green, it's not I'm a U.S. citizen, it's not I'm a foreign, it's not that I'm an other. It's none of that stuff. All those things are statuses. We got to get out of that mentality. People are going to be people regardless of what color, green, yellow, purple, whatever the case may be. We all do the same thing pretty much. Yeah, we got some different habits. Guaranteed that. Yeah, we got different habits, but overall, we eat, we sleep, we do all the things in life that's needed, far as what we want to do. Let me say it like that, what we want to do. Because the problem is that we're not going out there, we're not researching, we're not taking the time, and let me rephrase that, we're not taking the time to put our mind to work. We're always idling. We're up here watching all these crazy shows that keep our mind settled in, well, what is what is Flavor Flav doing? What is Stookie and all these other, I can't even say the names, but all these other shows, these reality garbage shows keeping you occupied all day, and they're making a killing. How many people are actually, and let's don't go to sports. Sports just really got you all cuckoo, and it's funny because you got a lot of cats out there that's doing some crazy stuff, and I think it's all attention too. You got so much attention, they want to do something crazy so they can get more attention. But that's my opinion. Like I said, all we're doing is offering you opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Offering you opportunity, offering you to go take the time to read a book, to go take the time, because that's where they keeping it. They keeping all the secrets in these books, in their law books, in their so-called codes. We got to just decipher the codes. We got to start looking in between the lines. Like Jerry Kane said, you got to look in between the lines. You know what I'm saying? And there's many people been saying that as well. Y'all know what I'm talking about when I say Jerry Kane, because they killed him. They assassinated that brother. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to assassinate my sister Jakia too as well, and Brother Long too. They trying to assassinate him. They trying to kill him off. And this is the time right now we need to start standing up for our own. Because if you claiming you a so-called part of the sovereign people, okay, it's a different story now. You got to step your game up. What are you doing for the community? What are you doing out there? You know what I'm saying? That's the whole purpose of My Sovereign World. We're doing things, measures of things out there to make, hey, this is what we're doing in our community. Hey, we're trying to help your community. Here's what you do. Jump on board. Help it. Support it. You know what I'm saying? So these are things we're just addressing. So like I said, we're going to be doing a follow-up to this call, and it's going to be actually, what I call it is who you are. Who are you, basically? Who are you? And we're going to be addressing, can you truly be a sovereign operating in commerce? That's one of the questions. The second question is the concept of secure party creditor conducive to sovereignty? Third question, have you been provided with misconceptions about sovereignty? Fourth question, what is the difference between sovereignty, diplomatic immunity, and autonomy? So these are certain things we're going to address in this follow-up call after this. And we want to make sure people are on and aware of what really is out there and available for you. You know what I'm saying? You have the opportunity of a lifetime. You only live once. We're just shooting through this world. We only here, it's only been a few hours, probably a few minutes, 15 minutes, as my brother Kahafri said. About 15 minutes we've been up in here. Then we go into another world, meaning we're just here. I mean, we're, reincarnation. That's what time it is. We're in another world. I'm sure they probably somewhere over in Kemet, the true Kemet, the heaven, the Ka and the Ba, putting it down for real. Making it happen, because we're just coming through this world. We're transit foreigners. We're just going through transient. Is that how you say it? Transient foreigners. We're just coming through this earth, just for a minute. And it's funny because they just had a couple articles, especially on these new planets. Actually, they found new planets are new galaxies or systems out there that's actually, and we're not the only people out here. I mean, we're not the only so-called beings on this earth. It's many earths. It's many different planets out there that have living things or living beings on there. So, I mean, these are things we gotta know. We should know that. All this time, all this technology we got, and we acting so deaf, dumb, blind like we the only people on this earth. No, we probably go to a whole nother planet too as well. We picked this planet. We picked our whole circumstance. We picked our outcome. It's all about recognizing, as you, Raw Unefa always explaining. Shout out to them. So, like I said, it's just an understanding what we have to do, what we have to take, what we have to be responsible for and accountable for. I mean, Napoleon Hill was right. We gotta take the responsibility, period. Regardless of what everybody else is saying, we gotta take the responsibility. I mean, Obama is not gonna be he's not the hero everybody claim he is, and you gotta be pretty skeptical on the people who actually really believe in one man gonna change the whole game, especially for a country that ain't never been guided in the right path anyway. Especially after 1871 or 1865, after the so-called Civil War, So we got to start paying attention to what's going on. You haven't picked a president since well, I can't even say that. Probably, yeah, maybe you picked the president back in the day, but I don't even know if that was even true, because I know after 1871 that wasn't no such thing no more. The people didn't put the government in place. I mean, because the Constitution, when you look at the Constitution was to govern the so-called government. See what I'm saying? You're ahead of you're the head of the Constitution. You're above the Constitution. It's you, then the Constitution, then the government. See what I'm saying? Then the corporations. See, they flipped it on you, man. They flipped it on you. And we got to start really paying attention to what's going on. Like I said, the Constitution was for the government, the federal government of that so-called 10 square miles in Washington, D.C. And they flipped it on us. They said, oh, let's invent these zip codes. Let's invent these they had post offices, but what they said, let's make the post office service. So they start putting us in these jurisdictions. But like I said, I like keeping it real with the people. And you better have a sense of humor, because this is definitely something to have a sense of humor. Because if I was serious, it'd be a lot of drama going on right now in my life. But I'd rather have it like this, because I'm not fighting the government. I'm literally working with the government, working with the government and using their laws, what they so-called ratified, claiming that it is. But I use my law. And that's me and my creator. That governs me, period. Point blank. I make my own rules. I make my own laws. Long as I'm not hurting nobody, killing nobody, or stealing from nobody. We straight. You feel me? We straight. So these are things to think about. So I want to give a shout out to my brother Nazir. I want to give a shout out to all those who actually been Brother Sadat, Brother Kahafri, Brother Zaki, to the sisters, Jakita, Sister Reese, Brother Long, putting it down, Brother Mel, you know what I'm saying? This is all shout out, sound like a record label, huh? But at the same time, Josh Pass, putting it down on the tech side for us, and definitely just to all those who actually been supporting My Sovereign World, because I know it's many of you out there who's actually been supporting us. So definitely all heads up, bows and the whole nine to you. Definitely just keep us in your mind, keep us straight, keep us going, and keep it strong. Like I said, you support us, we support you, and vice versa. We support you, and vice versa. We're here to take it to a whole nother